Hey, what's up, guys? I'm TPB Robinizer, and today I have for you guys my Showdown Battle League Draft Analysis. Quick thing before I start my analysis. In the introduction, I said there would be 11 teams, but one guy unfortunately had to leave the league, so now we have 10 teams, and we will have a 9-week season. Since we have 10 teams, a lot of teams are going to make it to the playoffs, so most teams will get a shot. Alright, let's start with the analysis. Tapu Bulu, a very strong grass and fairy type, nice offensive typing. You can never have too many fairies, I guess. It's a great wall breaker. It can also sweep with sword stance, and it's got nice bulk. We have 115 defense and 95 special defense, which is very workable. I do have 3 grass type spoilers, so Grassy Surge does help quite a bit. Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini is another fairy type. It is another Tapu, so I can set up Misty Surge and defend my team from status. It's a great bulky water type, which is great to have and should be on most teams. Tapu Fini is my main defogger, and I say main because I do have another, however I don't see myself bringing it every week. It also gets access to Taunt, Calm Mind, and some nice offensive moves. It gets Moonblast, Grass Knot, Ice Beam, and Scald, and stuff like that. Although the Marowak, it's a very strong fire type, and it has access to Fit Club, which will double its damage, which makes it a nuke. 80 attack. You don't think of that as scary, but then when you double it, it's crazy. Also, it has access to Stealth Rocks, which is very, very useful, as well as Lightning Rod, so I can be immune to electric types. And maybe we will see the Lightning Rod special attacking Marowak. Ooh, who knows? Gengar. Gengar is my Z captain, so it can use Z moves. It's a great revenge killer, and it brings my team at I have a nice speed tier because I've generally it's not a fast team, so we can speed my team up. It's got great coverage and 130 special attack, makes it so it can utilize it very well. It has access to some nice support like Will-O-Wisp, Destiny Bond, Taunt. It's even got Clear Smog, so and Disable. We can stop setup. It's truly a great mon. Cursed Body. It's a great ability. Not as good as Levitate, but it is a good ability. Zygarde 10%. It's a very fast Dragon type. 115 speed. It is strong too. It's got 100 base attack, but it's usually going to be run choice band, so that's great. It's got 1,000 arrows. I'm not sure if you guys know what this is, but it makes it so you can spam a 90 base attack ground move stab, even though if they have a flying type, we don't care. We knock it to the ground, so it's just great for that. It also gets access to Dragon Dance, so it can set up, it can wall break, it can sweep. It's definitely great, and as I said, great speed tier 115. Alright, Metagross. Metagross is my last UU pick. It is my only steel type, I believe, and it is a monster. 135 base attack with stab, meteor mash, and stuff. It's a monster. It also has bullet punch for priority, and it also has stealth rocks. It will probably be my stealth rocker more than once. Strangely enough, okay, Zygarde doesn't get stealth rocks, so Marowak and Metagross are my stealth rockers. But now for my RU picks and my NU picks. Okay, Blaziken. It is a monster. Just because it doesn't have speed boost does not stop it from just doing everything. It's got agility, it's got swords dance, it's stab, high jump kick, stab, flare blitz. We have a pretty slow speed, but as I said, we have agility and we can always run it scarfed. This attack and special attack makes it so I can run it either special or physical. It's honestly great. I can even run mixed with like overheat, so I can nuke someone with overheat, then switch to physical attacks. Sigilif, okay, Sigilif, this thing is very versatile. Its stats, when you look at it, the only thing over 100 is the special attack. However, we have some really good coverage, some nice tag, magic coat, dual screens. I believe we get roost, toxic, psycho shift, which is a very unique move that that Sigilif used to always run, where you would have a flame orb and then just psycho shift the burn. So yeah, that's basically it. You would psycho shift a burn to a physical attacker, then you can just set up cosmic powers on them, and it worked very well. Silvally, it is so versatile. It's got base 95 in every stat, which is great. It's a normal type, however, you can make it literally any type you want by running a memory on it. So if I wanted a fairy type Silvally, I'd run a fairy memory, and now I have a fairy type Silvally, and I have an attack called multi-attack, so I can have any type stab physical, and then I've also got great coverage. A few support moves, Thunder Wave. We can roar stuff out. We can set up with Sword Stance as well. And it's also got access to Parting Shot, which used to be only on Pangaro, but it is a great momentum grabber. And it can possibly get me into a mon to set up like Blaziken. Ditto. Basically, you run it Choice Scarfed, and it can counter any setup sweeper. Unless they are like a substitute Sword Stance, like on a Garchomp or something, then they can still one-shot you because you'd have to break through the sub. But Ditto is very strong. It can basically set up by just coming in, and it's really great for that. Gourgeist has multiple forms, so it can be defensive or offensive. I don't see myself running it offensive, except for maybe if I'm bringing Shiftry, Gourgeist, and Tapu Bulu to just spam grass types with the grassy terrain, but this will mostly be run defensive. It's also got Frisk, which is a great ability, so I can see what items my opponent has. We got Subseed as well, which is just, it is a pain to go against. We got Pain Split, Shadow Sneak, Trick, Will-O-Wisp, Synthesis. We got everything. And my last Pokemon of the draft, this was my last round pick, Shiftry. Shiftry, it's a dark type. It's a strong dark type, so I can spam knockoff. It's also got Leaf Blade, Sword Stance. We can set up a Sunny Day with Chlorophyll. It's also got pretty good coverage. Excuse me for a second. It's got a Brick Break, Fake Out, Foul Play. We got, I believe something else. Yeah, we got Power Up Punch, Rock Slide. Its special attack is not very good. It's 90. However, that is definitely workable, and we have a great special move pool. We get Hurricane, the Leaf Storm. It can definitely be run special if we want to. And if they're bringing like Rain against me, I will have 100% accurate Hurricanes. And if they bring Sun against me, yeah, no thank you. I'll just double my speed. Shiftry is very strong with that. It also gets some support moves like Defog. This is my other Defog user. Tapu Fini will not have to be run Defog every single week. I can run a Calm Mindset. I can run other stuff. However, if I do bring Shiftry, my opponents might know that Tapu Fini is set up, so it might not come every week that Tapu Fini is not Defog. It also gets Tailwind for some reason. It's a tree and it gets Tailwind, so I will take that. That's all my 12 Mons. But next up, we're gonna talk about my team's weaknesses, and there are a couple very obvious ones. The biggest is Ghost. I have 5 Mons weak to Ghost. I have 1 Resist. Yeah. That Ghost types will tear through my team. It will not be a fun day. if they bring a ghost type. I have 4 flying weaknesses as well. That comes with having three grass types. I also have Blaziken, which is a flying weakness. I do have Metagross to resist. However, that is definitely not gonna be the most reliable thing, because Metagross I will want to run Metagross offensively. And then dark weaknesses, as like anything that's weak to ghost is also weak to dark. However, I have many resists. I have Shiftry and I have 2 fairies to resist the dark type moves, which will definitely help and make them much less of a problem. Lastly, I pointed out I have a poison weakness that also comes with having multiple grass types. I also have Feeny, which is weak to poison. But I do have I have Gengar to resist and Zydago to resist, as well as Metagross as an immunity, so that should not be much of a problem. Another weakness will definitely be speed tiers. Gengar and Zygarde 10% are my only mons that break the 100 speed barrier. I will probably have to be running Scarfers most weeks, like Blaziken, Shiftry, Sigilyph, Metagross. They're not great Scarfers, but I might need to run them to, get my speed tier up. That is all for my draft analysis. I will have a week 1 team builder coming out, not this weekend, but the next weekend. And then I will also have a post-com battle coming out next weekend for my week 1 match versus Dubsy. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to see the battles and the team builders. See you guys.